We often hear about the Renaissance man, but what about the Renaissance woman? Elizabeth Timothy embodies this idea, and her inspiring story has been brought to life in a new book. We're excited to be joined by Lisa Foster, author of BackWords, the story of Elizabeth Timothy. We're so happy to have you here with us today, Lisa. And can you tell us, who is Elizabeth Timothy?
Well, she was a printer in South Carolina, and she was the first printer, female printer in the colonies.
Yeah. And can you emphasize why her story is so important in American history?
Well, women didn't have very many rights back then, so she was someone who broke the mold.
Okay, broke the mold. Why her? I mean, there are so many women throughout history that are extremely noteworthy and we've all talked of and heard of, but what was it about Elizabeth that stood out to you that you wanted to pour into and write a book about her?
She could do anything. She raised children on her own. She lost her husband. She continued on with the business and made a real life for herself and for her family. And she was just a trailblazer.
Yeah, a trailblazer. And to my understanding, she had ran in similar circles with Benjamin Franklin.
She sure did.
Okay, tell me about that relationship.
Well, Ben was sort of an interesting person,
to say the least.
Sure. And he, Franklin was a man about town, and just a clever man and a very smart man. And so was Elizabeth.
So were they like friends? Did they work together?
They worked together.
They worked together. Okay. And this book highlights the importance of women's contributions at a time where they were often overlooked, and that's something that you stated earlier. So if someone was to be reading this book, whether they're familiar with Elizabeth Timothy or not, what do you hope that they take away from this story?
That women are important. Women have much to give people, and you can do whatever you want to do.
You can.
You can.
You can do whatever you set your mind to. And BackWords, the story of Elizabeth Timothy, is available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Warren Publishing as well. We will put a website down below for everyone who wants to learn more about Lisa and also who wants to get their hands on BackWords, the story of Elizabeth Timothy. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
We're back after this.